Okay, Marquita.
Hello.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Okay, today I know the subject. I did not tell you yet.
Oh.
But here's the question.
Uh-huh.
What is love?
What is love?
Yes. What is love? How would you describe love?
Love is when you're feeling butterflies in your stomach when you're with somebody.
Okay, is it something that
Butterflies.
you took from movies, or this is what you believe in? Can you be more specific? What kind of butterflies? What is love for you?
For me, love is when you next to the woman that you are with and you feel warm and relaxed and fuzzy and happy all at the same time.
Okay. Do you have these feelings when you're next to me?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes when you're not screaming at me.
Okay.
When you're screaming at me, I feel very cold, like ice water.
And is it happening, what's happening more often, warm or cold?
The warm love.
So if you will go back in time and remember, how did you, when did you fall in love with me? How did you know that you in love with me?
How did I know?
Yes. What made you think that you in love? Like you was dating somebody who you did not love. What was the difference between
the difference between you and the other people that I was dating is when I was finished making love to the other people, I was looking at the watch and asking them, so when are you going to your house? When are you going back home? When you're leaving? And with you, I was like, no, don't leave yet. Stay longer. Stay. But you was running away, going back to your family in Orlando.
Okay. What if we would talk about like how you understand love in general? What is love? Like when what happening? That you can say it's love.
Love is when you're with somebody and you feel that you need to be with them and want to be with them. Not necessarily in a sexual way, but you need to be close to them. You need to feel them, see them, smell them, all these things, so that you have a contact, close contact, like this.
Okay. What about now, like 12 years later since we met?
12
right?
years?
Well, 9 years of marriage. This is how long we've been married, 9 years, and we're gonna celebrate anniversary in 3 days. Now, how would you describe your love? Anything changed from back then, how you felt about me, and how you describe your love now? Or it's the same kind of love?
Well, back in the days, the love was more fresh. It was more exciting.
So
Now,
maybe it was passion.
it's passion, but now it's more of a routine of loving you every day, loving the family every
It
day.
all sounds good.
It's a routine. I'm sorry, it's happening.
Okay, let me tell you how I would describe love.
Okay.
For me, love is when you start caring about somebody. When you just interested in somebody, you kind of taking the time, the energy. You just want to use the sources and you want to continue going. But when you actually love somebody, you're starting to think about this person
And you're giving back.
And you're starting to think, how can I make this person happier? What can I do for this person? Is this person feeling good next to me? Like you starting to care about this person. That's for me, the love, how I understand. It's not just the butterflies. I mean, butterflies you can get just from flirting with somebody. Like it's excitement, butterflies, it's excitement. But love is when, the true love. It's when you actually want to do something with this person. Are you agree?
Yes, I'm agreeing.
Okay. Now, next question. Do you think it's important to love the person who you're marrying?
Well, it definitely helps.
The reason I'm asking, do you want to?
Well, as a man, most men usually love the person that they marry. Women, on the other hand, sometimes marrying a man because of necessity.
Do you think I love you?
No, I know you love me.
How you know I love you?
Because you don't ask anything from me except my love.
No, seriously. How would you understand that? I love you and somebody else did not love you.
Well, because other people had a conditional love of expenses and shopping and trips. You just accepting as we're going along, whatever we're getting. It's not like a conditional, like I love you if you get me this, I love you if you buy me that. We're just coexisting and things happening with the love. It's no pressure for me to buy the love. I'm rewarding you for your love.
Did you feel a lot of this before me? Did you feel a lot that you have to buy?
Well, sometimes even relationships that was lasting months was always conditional of, you don't love me because you're not buying me this. You don't love me because you're not taking me here. You know, stuff like this.
And that was mostly American girls.
Yeah, mostly American girls.
And I never asked for anything.
No, you never asked for anything.
Do you think because I don't need anything, or because I didn't want you to feel?
Well, I think both, because you came from a good situation where you had your own money, and you was only interested in me for the sex. You did not have any reasons to be with me.
Well, except that you're tall and handsome.
Oh,
okay. If you put aside the financial part, right? Because it's not everything is about money.
No.
But I mean, a lot of things, but not everything. If you put aside this part, how else you can say, in which like little details you can tell that I love you?
Well, you're doing the things that are appreciated at a very, very, very small level. Like, well, you taking care of me, you cooking for me, you picking my clothes, you scratching my back, you doing my pimples.
Okay, no, don't go there. Don't go there. This is our secret.
Stuff you don't ask for that other people would be disgusted by or not interested in. You're doing, the little things that you would only do if you're really, really comfortable with somebody, like really comfortable. Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm asking this, in my opinion, silly question, if you're supposed to love somebody to marry, is because in our previous video, when we was discussing general questions, if a man, looking for a woman with a job, with the money, with a green card, I got a couple comments where people were saying, oh, there's not a single word about love. For me, talking about do you need love to marry, it's like, are you supposed to be hungry when you eat? Are you supposed to be tired when you go to bed? It's like, what to discuss here?
No,
really?
it's included. It's part of the conversation. As a successful man, we have no reason to get married except if you're in love and want to have a family. Because honestly, you can have sex with anybody. You can do anything you want with anybody.
In America, getting sex is easy.
It's very easy. So if you want a relationship or a commitment, you should be in love. You should want this person. And if you're gonna have a children with this person, you really, really need to want and love this person, because the wrong mother for your children will be a disaster. And our children have a great life because we love each other and them. I think they have a great life.
Well, speaking of children, today is a special day.
Yes, today is our little Marcus's 6th year birthday. 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Peter, another thing is, in my comments, first people was calling me practical.
Practical or pragmatic?
Both. Is it not similar? I mean, it's kind of in the same area. Practical, pragmatic. Now they're calling you practical and pragmatic after last interview.
Well,
So
I'm German, I'm very practical, I'm very precise. I'm making calculations before I'm jumping. I don't do anything blindly. This would not be me. I'm very careful, cautious.
okay. So do you think I'm too practical and pragmatic? Because people saying that there is no love in in our relation, like from me to you, because I'm pragmatic.
No.
Do you think it cannot go like hand to hand?
I think we're both realists. We have the eyes wide open, and as realists, you have to look at the big picture and understand what's going on before you're moving forward. And we very cautious people, we very realist. We don't want to make mistakes, so we're going very slowly. But once we find that we have a connection, then we don't have to go slow anymore. We're just doing what we're doing to build the future and the family and all this. But at the beginning, you have to be realist, because if you blind, and love is blind, love is not blind. If you're going into love blind, you will get very, very hurt. So that's why I would never recommend that somebody fall in love blindly without looking at their past, their values, their money, and all these other things, because the person who have less
values and the priorities in life.
Yeah, the person who have less will always suffer. Will always suffer.
So, okay, in your opinion, do you think I fell in, because I told you many times, you're the only man who I truly loved in my life, and you're not my first man by far, but you're only man who I actually love. In your opinion, do you think I fell in love with marriage material, right? That's how it's called, it's marriage material. It's the person right for marriage, to build the nest and have a kids together. Do you think I was lucky to fall in love with the marriage material, meaning you, or do you think it's my brain wired that I'm only attracted to a nice, normal guys?
Well, I think you was lucky, because in America, there's not a lot of men who actually looking for love and marriage, because the law in America is not very supporting of men. Men can lose everything. So most men nowadays don't even want to get married anymore. I always wanted to get married, but I was waiting for the right person. So you had your values and morals to find this right person, and I was this right person. So.
Okay. It's not a very clear answer. People still marrying. There's still guys who are looking for love. There's still guys who are looking for to build family and have a children. But like for example, a lot of women, they have this weird taste for men. They just always falling for a wrong man. They're marrying the wrong man. They suffer.
Because their vision of the right man is not correct. That's the problem. They letting their emotions of what their man is, muscles, tattoos, beard, motorcycle, crazy, they think that this kind of a wild man will be the right man. This is the right man. This is not the right man.
Well, sometimes it's not about this look that you described. Sometimes it's simply like being asshole. Mm-hmm. Like some women willingly want to date assholes who treat them badly, and they even saying like, "Oh, I don't want guy who overly nice. Yeah. He's too nice to me." I heard it my own ears from the girls. He's too nice to me. He's doing everything for me. He's boring, and I'm like, seriously? You bored by somebody who's treating you good?
Yes.
Like you bored? Like,
well,
how can you be happy in the relationship if you don't?
This is a damaged woman.
But it's so many of them.
I know. Well, that's why most men in America don't want to get married, because most of these women have that ideal that they don't want the good, nice guy because they want to find a bad guy and try to fix him, but you cannot fix a bad guy. And the guys that are good and ready to go, they don't want to waste their time with this woman anymore because they understand it's going to be a problem.
I think that people mistaking these butterflies in the stomach with this adrenaline, with this excitement that somebody who giving you a roller coaster relationship, they will give you this feelings. Like if everything is smooth, you don't have much of the feelings. You just like, you calm, right? Yeah. But some people need this roller coaster going up and down, hiding, disappearing, coming back, treating nicely, treating bad, up and down, up and down. Like for me, I don't like it like this. I never liked it. Is it makes me pragmatic? Is it makes me calculating that I don't want roller coaster? I don't want being treated like some kind of a whatever. I can come whatever I want. I can go whenever I want. No, my man's supposed to be stable. My man's supposed to be there for me. My man's supposed to be like treating me like I'm the one. Mm-hmm. You know, he's supposed to be into me so I can be with him, because otherwise I'm not fighting for anybody. I'm not gonna stay in the line for men. This is just not my type. Is it makes me cold? Is it makes me calculating?
No, you just have your priorities correct. I have my priorities correct too.
What's your priorities? What do you
I want to be in a stable relationship that's not like a roller coaster, that's calm to come home, because work, I'm a dentist, is very, very stressful and difficult. I deal with hundreds and hundreds of patients every week with many, many problems and pain. And I just want to come home and relax. Come home and relax and enjoy life.
Well, we're not always relaxing. Sometimes we're making a roller coaster.
Yeah,
do you think we're doing it because we're bored, or because we both little psychos?
Well, we're both psychos and sometimes we're bored. Okay.
But do you think it's like, is it interfering with our happiness?
No. If we have a moment of not happiness, it goes away quickly, and happiness always comes after a while.
Yeah. Well, I think we can do another session next time, because today I really wanted to open this subject: what is love, and if love necessary to marry. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this is what people wanted to hear. Yes, love is very nice to actually marry somebody who you love, but I don't understand why people put it on the table like you have to choose between using your brain, using your heart, or using that part, because to actually tie yourself willingly, not if you get pregnant and you have to marry, right? Like if you choosing somebody to tie your life with this person, you have to use all three parts of your body. It have to be heart, love, feelings. You have to be passion, right? You know, good compassion in bad. And it have to be brain. You have to think how you're gonna build this life together.
It's just like an investment. If you're having an investment, you have to be very, very precise.
How you gonna raise? For me, it's how you're supposed to raise the children with this person. Because if you only have passion, it's not good. If you only have love, like, it depends who you fall in love with. I think I'm lucky that I fell in love with a marriage material.
We both did. But anyhow, we need to cut it short because I have to go back to work to make money for the family.